Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations. In today's video, we're going to be jumping into some Cookie Run Kingdom, and we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Sea Fairy Cookie, man. I'm going to give you guys all the information that you need to know on how to build her. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Before officially diving in, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta give a massive, and I mean massive, shout out over to Cello the God in my official Discord, my friend. If you guys don't know who this guy is, he's absolutely a mad lad, super friendly with the community, always looking to help out somebody, and including me, my friend. He allowed me to hop on his account today to do a spotlight video on Sea Fairy Cookie, because if you guys don't already know, RNGesus has yet to bless us on the Kodeations account, alright? So again, we're going to be checking out his Sea Fairy today. Not only that, he's done a really good job. Already has Sea Fairy maxed out at level 60. So we're really going to get an idea of how good and broken Sea Fairy is. Now, officially jumping into the first ever legendary in Cookie Run Kingdom, and that is going to be Sea Fairy Cookie. As you can see here on screen, like I said, Sea Fairy Cookie is going to be a bomber cookie, which 100% surprised me. I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, I 100% thought that she was going to be another magic user, man, and I am short, absolutely short on magic skill powder, so I am very thankful that they have added her in the game as a bomber cookie. Now, I do think it's weird because I don't know about you guys, but I think that her skills still kind of line up with the magic aspect of the game. I think everybody just really wanted a brand new bomber cookie, and I think the developers probably went in there, tweaked out her positioning a little bit, and was like, you know what, let's just change it to a bomber skill. People won't ask any questions. They'll just be happy that they get to utilize those skill powders finally. So with that being said, she's going to be a bomber cookie, and she's going to be placed in the middle row of your overall team composition, all right? So just keep that in mind, because if you are trying to build out that, you know, perfect balanced team comp, she does take up one of those middle slots, which are going to be things like your espresso, your licorices, your pomegranates, you know, black raisins, things like that. So with that being the case, you will have to then pick and choose with utilizing her over some of those other middle round cookies, all right? The next thing up I want to talk about, and that's going to be jumping into the skill. The skill is going to be Soaring Compassion, and it says fires a stream of water, inflicting damage and stunning 5 closest enemies. Yeah, that's 5 individual stuns. That's huge. Absolutely ridiculous and absolutely broken, especially when it comes to PvP. The next thing it says here is after a certain time, a full moon shaped pool of water created underneath the targets burst up with the power of eternity, dealing heavy damage. The skill cannot be applied to summoned foes, aka Licorice's minions. And then not only that, in the gray down here, it talks about the stun is going to last for 3 seconds, again for 5 individual cookies. Absolutely ridiculous. And then we've got 2 different types of damage. We've got the water stream damage, and then we've got the water pillar damage, and they're going to be 2 different types of percentages. The next thing up we're going to discuss, and that's going to be the cooldown is going to be 17 seconds by default. So not the worst I've ever seen in, you know, Cookie Run Kingdom, but it's still pretty high, so definitely going to need to consider that when we jump into the topping section. The next thing we're going to be jumping into, and that's going to be taking a look at the best topping choices to utilize on Sea Fairy. Now, one thing I want to mention prior to recording this video is Cello did explain to me that Sea Fairy, his specific Sea Fairy cookie, he has been trying to build as much attack speed as possible because he is utilizing the enchanting robe, that brand new treasure that is going to boost 2 units of the highest attack speed already. So with that being said, that's going to be what his, you know, substats are going to be geared more towards. However, keep in mind when it comes to substats for pretty much any cookie in the game, the best 3 to focus on are going to be that additional cooldown reduction to allow you to utilize their skill more often, the additional attack percent to allow them to do more damage, and then last but not least is going to be that damage resistance to allow them to just live a little bit longer. Now, with keeping all of that in mind, he's pretty much taken advantage of 2 individual sets, and I'm pretty sure this is like the first cookie we've ever seen that utilizing 2 different sets is going to be way more worth it compared to utilizing 1 full 5-piece set from you know, a giving topping. So with that being said, he's going to be running 3 searing raspberries to take advantage of the 3 set bonus to get the additional 3% attack, and then he's also going to be running 2 of the swift chocolates, or the aka cooldown reduction set, to take advantage of whatever additional cooldown percentages that he can get via those toppings. Now, keep in mind, the reason why he's going to be not running a full Searing Raspberry set, because obviously that would give Seaferry the most damage output, because it's going to be really, really hard to get via the substat options enough cooldown reduction to allow you to utilize her skill as much as possible, because she does stun 5 enemies, all right? Now, the same thing goes for the cooldown reduction set. If he was to run a full 5 cooldown reduction set, although you'd be able to utilize the skill a lot more often, it just doesn't do as much damage, and because of that reason, running the 2 combination is going to be the best option and the best way to go with trying to balance out Seaferry to be able to utilize the skill as much as possible, to do as much damage as possible, and then obviously to get that stun off when you need it. And then finally, the last thing that I want to talk about when it comes to toppings, and that's going to be picking and choosing the rest substats if you are at that point in the game. So again, as I mentioned already, Cello the God is specifically targeting attack speed on his substats for his Seaferry, because that is going to be what the team composition that he is running right now in the game, especially in Arena, and that's going to be, you know, the attack speed comp. So obviously that's going to benefit him here. However, when it comes to my personal opinion, if you are going to be running any toppings on any cookies in the game, the best 3 substats to focus on over all of the other ones are going to be additional attack percent to do more damage, the additional cooldown reduction to obviously utilize whatever of their skill is more often, and then last but not least, there's going to be that damage resistance to allow them to basically live a lot longer and take less damage over time. Now, diving into stage 829 here, which is probably the best place to farm out toppings in my opinion in this game, but nevertheless, I want to show you guys exactly what the skill looks like and how insane the skill is, man. It's ridiculous how much just overall coverage it does on the ground. So in a second here, I'm going to turn it off of auto because I really want to show you guys how her skill is performed. So we're going to go ahead and pop it off here in a second. Just watch how much coverage it is. It's ridiculous, dude. It stuns up to 5 enemies again. Don't forget about that. We're going to jump into some PvP arena here in a second and show you that in action. But again, check out this skill, man. It's insane. Not only does it look really cool, because that's obviously part of the skill animation, but with that being said, the coverage is absolutely insane. It does a ton of damage, and it's just pretty much covering the entire board. So even if there's not one of the 5 cookies, like if there's like 6 or 7 enemies and those additional ones don't get stunned, they're still getting hit by the overall AoE damage. Alrighty, now jumping into the official arena here, as you can see, we're going to actually be taking on a Rymon comp, alright? Because I want to just show you guys how awesome this actually is. Now, obviously, because we've got Pure Vanilla and Strawberry Crepe, we are allowed to stay alive. Now, we do come close to dying via a Rymon that is a lot lower level. You can see here we get down to something like 18% health, which is insane, but check out this comeback just from this 5 enemy stun, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Seaferry cookie 100% saves us here, and not only that, he is running that attack speed comp, so keep that in mind. But that pretty much just shows you guys how OP Seaferry is. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to show you pretty much how OP and broken that Seaferry cookie is in the game, whether it's going to be the world exploration or PvE content or even PvP content, which in my personal opinion, I think that Seaferry pretty much just shines in the arena. Taking advantage of that 5 enemy stun is absolutely broken and ridiculous. That's why you're seeing her up in the top ranks right now in the overall arena. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys let me know down below in the comments. Again, shout out to Cello the God, my friend, for letting me utilize your account. It means a lot. And like I said, not only that, we just haven't been blessed with getting a copy of our own. So again, thank you very much, my man, for letting me utilize your account for today's video. You guys let me know what your thoughts are on Seaferry cookie. I know it's a legendary cookie, so obviously she's got to be broken, just like Pure Vanilla being an ancient cookie. I'm really excited to see what they've got coming down the line. I'm pretty sure that Lilac cookie should be coming out very soon. I'm actually surprised that he didn't drop already, because I was 100% thinking that he was going to drop with the official Chaos Tower reset. All right, so again, if you guys don't already know, I've got a link provided down below in the description of every one of my Cookie Run Kingdom videos that is going to house our official Discord. So we'd love to have you guys over there. We've got over 1,000 Cookie Run Kingdom players. Cello the God is also over there. He will be more than willing to ask or answer any questions when it comes to Seaferry cookie if you guys have any. And then last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, as always, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notification every time we go live, which will be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys on the next one.